But what you said had so much truth in it, because when I was a Christian, I would meet people that I go, I can't stand these people. The only reason that I, bear them is because we're fellow believers.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Rex Burks.
And I'm Owen Younger.
And we are the Skeptical Texans.
And we watch Atheist Edge. And so should you.
All right, so we are kind of winding down here at the annual Metroplex Atheist Solstice celebration.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun, yeah. It's always good every year. I'm joined here by Bill Cluck. Bill, you may have seen, if you've seen any of our Atheist Christian Book Club filmings, he's one of the co-founders of that group. Loves to talk at those things, so we bring him here so he gets a chance to talk more on camera.
And I'm not hindered by the Christians,
right?
I
can say whatever
I've
you
never
want.
had it where
now is your chance
have
to say
be
whatever
careful,
you want about the Christians, the things you've been holding back for the last 2 years or so.
Well, besides being extremely deluded, they're pretty good people, I guess.
They are good people. We enjoy talking about them, but this is Atheist Day, so.
All right.
So we just got random rapid-fire questions about many things. I'm sure it'll be fun. So just give me a number between 1 and 100.
67.
67. Okay, so what TV series are you binging currently? What books are you reading right now? What kind of entertainment are you consuming?
Boy, not many TV shows I watch because I'm always on YouTube watching Atheist Edge. I mean,
you should be.
What can compete with that? Yeah, and
But we only post so much. So there's something else like when the great content of Atheist Edge is not up and you're caught up, what else are you watching?
Well, and I'm probably going to be reading Darwin's Finches by Michael Behe. As you've known, we try to look at both sides and be fair to both sides. And so I was reading the Quarterly Creation Journal, which was one of the guys, Dan, who did the story of the cosmos, brought it in. So I was waiting for them to do their little Christian thing. I'm not in that side. And I was like, this has some fascinating articles. Like the creationists they know their science. They have lots of factual information. It's just the little 5 or 10% where they go off the rails.
Here's a weird question. What is your we've done our book club for about 2 years or so at this point. What is your favorite Christian book that we've read in that time? Obviously alternating every month. So
believe it or not, it's Frank Turks' Stealing from God, because I thought he had some good, coherent arguments. And that's the thing. If you make good arguments and you back it up with evidence, I don't have a problem with that. And his fine-tuning arguments, his moral argument, I thought were very committed. When I said that I was on Point of View, the national radio program with Kirby Anderson, and I said that, and I gave up so much ground. They said, are you ready to receive Jesus Christ again? I went, I've already done that when I was 17. You're going to have to show me a lot more evidence, for that.
It's weird to have an altar call on a radio show.
Yeah,
I thought that would be a thing.
Yeah, they said that afterwards. They said, man, you gave up a lot of ground. But, you're on there. It's their deal, so they'll never invite you back if you're too abrasive.
Yeah, I'm sure if they got someone to accept Christ on mic.
Oh, my gosh,
that would be YouTube gold right there.
Right.
Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. Another number between 1 and 100.
99.
This will be a good one. What is the number one thing the atheist community can do to ensure our continued growth?
Whoa. Obviously, I would say reach out to the Christians to try to market better, try to form community, because as you know, the Christians have hijacked community. If you want to meet friends and you're in a new place, you go to the churches and so forth. So maybe reaching out to the people. There's a lot of people on the edge. Most Christians do not have a clue what they believe. They're just following the propaganda, following their pastor, and just going with the flow. So, obviously you guys are doing a great job at Metroplex Atheist, and your podcast has been fantastic. So that's always a great way to reach out.
Okay, let's see. Another number, please.
33.
33. I'm noticing a trend in these numbers. They're all fractions.
Wow, I didn't know that.
It's a
You got me figured out, Chris.
What argument from the other side of the religious debate do you find most compelling?
Well, obviously, like the expansion rate, talking about fine-tuning, the expansion rate of a universe has to be precisely on a razor's edge right, or else if it's too slow, then you have black holes forming. Everything just collapses. If it's too fast, we all know the universe is expanding, but if it's too fast, then you don't have galaxies form. So that's an incredible argument, and you only have one chance to get the periodic table right. So that's a pretty compelling argument, as well as the mass density of the universe has to be just right. Hugh Ross compares it to a battleship, where if it's a flake, a paint chip, a little heavier or lighter, it doesn't work. And these Christians throw out these numbers that are like 10 to the 80th or whatever, and I'm very skeptical of them, but if they're close even, it's pretty amazing.
Well, I think about the counter argument that, hey, we don't have other universes to look at to evaluate, okay, this is what would have happened if the numbers had been wrong.
And I think you made that argument. Yeah, if we were in a silicon universe, we go, my Lord, in silicon great, or this universe great, because we'd be looking at those parameters, and that's one of the criticisms of Frank Turk and so forth. So it's very difficult. I'm not a nuclear physicist, so and that's the thing. To understand this stuff, you got to understand Hebrew and theology and and another thing. Remember at the club I was talking about Roger Penrose, a real Oxford scientist, wrote that we might have a geometric conflation where you have one Big Bang on top of the other. You might have cyclical Big Bangs. So, I was thinking, man, that argument where we have a beginning of the universe, the Big Bang, seems to be very interesting. But then you hear from the other side, and it totally says, oh, well, maybe I should be a little skeptical here.
Okay, let's do one more here. Just need one more number from you.
44.
44.
Hey, that's even, isn't it?
It is.
All right.
Okay. This will be a hot button. Do you agree with Bill Nye's statement that there is, scientifically speaking, no such thing as race?
Well, let's see. It was born out of, mankind came out of Africa. And here's the thing. There wasn't an Adam and Eve, supposedly, according to genetic models. It was the Homo sapien population never got below 2,000. So that you must have had a mix in there, I guess, right, of different kinds of color or whatever. So there wasn't an original Adam and Eve, and so maybe race was just something that evolved, slowly and whatever. I obviously don't know much about it, but it's interesting. The Christians, when you confront them with the fact that there wasn't the Homo sapien population never got below. Populations evolve in numbers. It's just not an Adam. And then they try to say, oh, well, there was a federal Adam and Eve, a representative in the group. So that's not very compelling.
So that's when you get into, it's actually a metaphor now.
Yeah,
the literal version we've been able to show that was bogus. So.
I was talking to one of the girls, the young skeptics, secular skeptics on the campus at North Texas, and I said, are you familiar with Calvinists and people like that? And she goes, no. And I go, you'll run into them. Don't worry. You're familiar with them. Yeah. And I said, you can't win. It's just once you realize that you're not going to win the argument, and you're just trying to listen and learn and exchange some ideas, you're going to do a lot better with these people.
All right. So, Bill, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Chris.
Keep watching. If you're not local to Dallas-Fort Worth and cannot make it to the Atheist Christian Book Club in person, we do put the replays on our channel, and it also broadcasts live on Facebook if you're interested in more discussions between atheists and Christians in a surprisingly civil, thoughtful fashion.
It's been very nice. I think you'd agree. Yeah.
Yes, I've been there 2 years, and I look forward to keep going. So thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time.
See you.
Atheist Edge. Walking the edge of what some consider offensive. But your feelings don't matter here, only facts. Edgy commentary on the dangers of doctrine, the foibles of faith, the bullshit of belief, the stupidity of superstition, and the idiocy of indoctrination. With razor-sharp wit, curiosity, and critical thought, we take an unblinking look at today's religions. We are Atheist Edge.